Y'all, today is not a good day. Today is not a good week for Liv Dahmers. I'm so sorry. Hello, how you doing? Welcome. This is Are You Seeing This with Jazz? But you guys, what are they doing with the Judgment Day? What are they doing? I don't get it, and we'll get into it. So if you want to see me talk about it, if you want to see me cry about it, because I know you guys love to see me happy, then stick around. Today you're definitely going to get sassy Jazz. That's all I'm saying. You're gonna get sassy version Jazz today. So if you're cool with that, continue watching. If you're not, it's okay. Don't watch. First, let's start off with SmackDown. Can't remember SmackDown for some reason. Maybe because we had Bash in Berlin, so a lot happened there. Was it? No, did we? We did. Oh my gosh, you guys, my memory is so bad. But let's start off with that. I might do a Bash in Berlin. I am collaborating with Pretty and Disturbed today, so I may not do my own separate one, but I will post that one to my page so you guys can see how I felt about Bash in Berlin. So let's look at SmackDown's highlights for this week. Before we get started too, I just want to say that I've been having so much more difficulty with posting this type of content and reacting to the videos. Even just the regular show stuff, a lot of it's getting copyrighted to where it's completely blocked in all territories and all this and that. So I might just show very quick clips of these things and then just talk about it more, because if I try to react to the whole thing, it will be much more difficult for me to upload it, unfortunately. So they're being stricter about, reaction videos and what we can post. So I just have to find a way to react without using too much content, or I won't be able to post. You guys won't be able to view it at all. So, yeah.
And the entirety of Berlin, we can guarantee you there is no one better on German soul than the German Ludwig Kaiser.
I thought Gunther was also German, but apparently he's from Austria. Is that correct? I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. I think that's right, though. I don't think he's German. I thought Gunther was German. He's not. I don't think.
That's really impressive for Gunther's stooge. But I'll tell you like this. You talk about what you want to do with this championship. You can do anything you want to do with this championship, pal. The only problem with that equation is that you got to win it. But you won't, because you can't, because I won't let you.
I can't with LA Knight sometimes. He's hilarious. I don't care what anyone says. I think having Ludwig versus LA Knight would be really awesome. Ludwig has been working so hard, you guys. If you notice, he's on every SmackDown. He was in Bash in Berlin. He announced Gunther. He is a team player, okay? He has been working hard. He is a workhorse, whatever you guys like to say. And I like Ludwig a lot. Even though he's a villain, he's hilarious to me.
Kaiser. BFT. Kaiser kick it too. Trying to steal one there. The German straight to the jaw of the Mexican. For the win.
But I think this is good because it shows that Ludwig can, go to war with these people. So I feel like, this is a good matchup. It's a good pair up. I don't think he's going to take it from LA Knight. Not yet. LA Knight has been working for that title for a long time. So I don't know who LA Knight will lose it to, but I think it's going to take some time. So obviously LA Knight takes that win. I think he retained. I don't know if that was for a title match. I don't know if that was. I can't remember. All right, next. I don't know.
Angel trying to get away from Baron Corbin, and Corbin now.
Ooh. Santo, I don't know what it is about these guys. They have the best hair. Okay, I'm jealous. I want their hair. I want the waves. I want the flowiness. His hair between him, Andrade, and Roman Reigns. They have some pretty hair. I can't. I'm sorry. This is the girly version. If you come to Jazz's page, you're going to hear some girly stuff from time to time. I'm just saying, okay? Head full of hair. I love it.
Electra Lopez now up on the apron, distracting the official. Escobar driving.
When are we going to get Electra Lopez into these matches? I think about Electra Lopez. I think about Scarlett. I think about BFAB, right? Okay. I think about BFAB. When do they, when are they going to be able to get into these like women's matches? Do they have a plan for them or not? It kind of reminds me of Maxine. Maxine was in a group, she kind of slowly made her appearance. Do you think that's what happens with the women too? I know Electra, is that her name? Am I saying it right? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be embarrassed if not, but I think that's the case, guys. Electra, yeah. I feel like the last thing she had was with Zelina, right? So I want to see more of the women. I'm going to complain about this and cry about it until it happens. But I will say, the last Raw that we had, there were a lot of women matches, a lot of female presence, which I was appreciative of. So thank you, WWE. Thank you, SmackDown, or thank you, Adam Pearce. Thank you, Raw.
Up to the second great arm drag takedown. Tag made. Here's Angel.
Non-effects.
With all the distractions at ringside, it is. Oh!
Ooh.
And the cover now, they called out the MT.
Was that Odyssey, by the way, guys? I think someone said that he's no longer on the WWE website. Like, he's no longer there. So I don't know if he's there still, you guys. But yeah, it's kind of, it's weird. With WWE, I feel like if you get stagnant or you get stuck or you get put in the back, then it's very hard to regain your momentum. It's very hard to get people to like you or be interested in your story. It has to be a really good story, right? To be able to come back because there's just so many eyes on it. So people know when you're like coming back. It's like very obvious or something, but I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's definitely harder. And I feel like it reminds me of Kiana. Like I was so happy that she came up and I'm like, where's Kiana? How come she's not on Raw? How come we're not seeing her? Like, it worries me because like once you get too stagnant or too behind, it's very hard to it feels like it's very hard as the viewer, like my perspective as a viewer, for them to be seen as great again.
I won the title. I should have been on top of the world. And instead what I got
Kevin!
was people telling me, you don't deserve to be the champion. The only reason you won the title is because of Triple H.
Oh, Kevin. I would love to see Kevin as champion of something. I mean, I know he did the tag with Sammy, and that was awesome. Sammy has been a champion now, so I don't want to say that, but I feel that Kevin Owens can most certainly, hold a title. So I would love to see that. I don't think it's going to be against. I don't know if it's going to be against Cody though. Ooh, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Cody is just too over. He's the hero right now. I just don't see that happening yet. I think it's going to take some more time.
Absolutely do. I don't have many friends in this business. I consider you one of them. I am going to defeat you. Nothing will be tainted about it. And when it's over, Kevin, will we still be friends?
I know a lot of people were wanting, like a turn, either a Cody turn or a Kevin turn. But, I always say this, you guys, some people, they just should stay face forever, It's just like Bianca Belair, I don't think it's going to happen because people complain. And once you kind of talk about things, what I'm noticing, you guys, okay, is when you talk about things and you have more influence, or if you are a larger account, or you have people that notice and it picks up, even if you're a small account and you have a tweet that goes viral or whatever, or an Instagram post that goes viral and people start picking up on it, it kind of drives an agenda that WWE cannot ignore. And so sometimes social media actually has this huge impact, and it's having even greater and greater impacts on WWE and the storylines. And you can see them, shifting shit and feeding fan service, which we'll talk about later in the video. But it's important. It's important to see it. It won't always work. And I'm sure they do things just to piss us off, and they do things to go against some of our ideals because maybe they feel upset with us from time to time. But for the most part, if you are able to kind of put your voice out there and get people to back that idea, I've noticed, okay, that WWE has been changing or shifting the agendas and storylines to fit what the broader audience says. So it's so important to go out there to talk to, if you want, to have, voice your opinion on something, do it, because you never know. It might actually skew a storyline. It might actually make them look into that plot line, that plot even further. So, but anyways, I just feel like there are some characters that are better to just stay face forever. Who cares? That really shows me, though, that a lot of people in the IWC, is that what it's called? In the IWC, in the wrestling world, WWE universe, is that they prefer the villain heel-like characters more than the good guys. And I don't get it. Like, psychology-wise, I don't get it. I don't understand. Do people identify themselves with these villains? Because I don't get it. Maybe that's what it is. Like, I'm a bad person in real life, so I, see myself in this character. I don't know. But people want, like, I know a lot of people want the bad guys to win, or like they're root for the bad guys. I don't get it. But there are some people that are bad guys, forever, or villain heel characters, and that's their thing, and that's what makes them good, so I don't think that just because you're bored with a character being face or the hero character, it doesn't mean they need a heel turn. Maybe they just need a change in their character development, maybe a different storyline, or they need to go through a struggle or something like that. It doesn't always mean that they have to turn. But people that's the first thing people want to see. I want to see them turn into a heel. I want to see them turn into a villain and make bad decisions or some shit. I don't get it, you guys. I can watch Andrade and Carmelo wrestle over and over and over again. Like, it never gets boring to me. They are just perfect together. Perfect. Someone said that wrestlers have like their wrestling soulmates, and I'm like, maybe so, because they're just like so in alignment together. Like, when they wrestle, I love watching them. Hey. Out of there.
Steel turnbuckle corner. And now Carmelo Hayes looks to take advantage from the top rope. Nothing but net. Carmelo Hayes.
Oh, you guys, I was so excited about this Carmelo win, because now they are tied 2-2 right now. So it's kind of like, Andrade, yeah, he went back and forth getting Carmelo, right? And now Carmelo has caught up. He's won twice. So I wonder who's going to break the tie. Who is going to break the tie? Who is going to win, this war? Because you can win a battle, but it's more about the war, right? Who wins the whole thing? So I'm very excited. I'm so excited. I'm so happy, you guys, to see it happen. And I feel like they're going to have another one. I would love to see it at a big event, like a big PLE or something like that. I just love them. They're good. I think Money in the Bank just really, really helped them out, like, so much. It just really emphasized their skills, and they just haven't really forgiven each other from that moment. But their swag and their like style is very similar, and I just love. Oh my God, I love them. I love them so much, you guys. I'm sorry, I do. This whole match was great, you guys. The number of, the amount of bumps and the intensity that Michin took, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I don't know how they even did this. Like, I feel like some of the moves were not safe, but we're thankful. We appreciate it. But I'm just like, what? Huh? Obviously, we get Tiffany like wanting to cash in on Nia Jax. Like, that's insane. She was about to cash in on Nia Jax. I think she will eventually, obviously here, guys. I feel like she will. But I just wonder, how come Nia hasn't really picked up on it? They play around on social media and they're like, oh, tagging each other in photos. Like, Nia Jax is like, what was this about? Was this real? Is this an AI thing? What's going on? And they have Michin and they're like, I don't think this was AI. I think, this was real. What about this? She's turning on you, And then even Chelsea Green and Piper, they're like talking crap about Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton's bond or connection, So everyone else is picking up on the, I guess, power imbalance and their dynamic, except for Nia. Like, she's a little suspicious, but I feel like she hasn't really captured the full grasp of it yet. And then with Tiffany, she's just so scared. Tiffany's so scared. She's like, oh, I don't want to get on her bad side. You know, she's indecisive about it. I think deep down she wants to, but she can't. You know, so she's kind of playing the game with Nia in a way. Like, I'm going to be this subservient person until I have a chance to strike. So what's the saying, you guys? Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer is definitely that catchphrase. It's definitely that theme right there. I would have loved to seen a moonsault, but we don't get it here, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I thought Bayley was going to destroy her briefcase again. You see Tiffany, you know, taking that briefcase and like, I gotta go because I don't want her to destroy my thing. She would have to tape it up again, guys. Oh, I love that part so much. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show this. I'm just going to say this really quick. Don't know how they were able to do this spot. How? Can someone explain me? Can you explain me how they were able to do this spot? She puts the garbage can, you know, over Michin and sits and jumps and sits. What? I'm so, what? How? How did she get away with it? I'm going to have to, like, you know, move the screen to the next clip, but how, guys? Get out of there, girl. I'm sorry.
Here is your winner.
Get out of there. You could not help but laugh. You could not help but laugh. It is hilarious, you guys. You can't help it. I love Nia. I'm sorry. She probably doesn't love us, but I love Nia Boy. She is hilarious to me. Hilarious. That's what I'm saying. Like, I am not for the heels and villains most of the time, but when it comes to the funny villains, I can't help it. I love it. It's hilarious to me. It's so unserious, you know. I think that's why I love Liv too, even though she's seen as a villain, which I will never see her that way, but you know, people see her as the villain because WWE tells them to. And she's just hilarious. Like, she doesn't take anything super seriously. So that's why I think I connect a lot with Liv. She's just very funny, sarcastic. I love it. Sassy. All right, now here comes the crying part of the video, you guys, to your excitement, I'm sure. But yeah, let's look at Raw's highlights. I don't know if they will show, you know, the parts that I want to talk about. So if they don't, then I'll, you know, move over, because I know you guys love the Liv Dom, which to me is right now one of the best stories that they have. It's just drawing in so much traction. It's insane. I've had people, you know, commenting under my videos that the reason they started watching wrestling because of Liv Dom kiss, and you know, it brought them back, the love story, it like sparked their interest in wrestling again. People literally tuning in just for this story. So I mean, the views on WWE's channel and their videos speaks for itself. You know, a Liv Dom post will get hundreds of thousands of views compared to the Nia Jax Tiffany Stratton. It doesn't mean that I don't love them the same, but that's just the facts, and that's just the data and analytics at this time. You know, people love a good love story, you know, so I think that's what it is. All right, you guys, so I did look at the highlights. It doesn't get the full entrance and like speech, so I'm gonna do another video and then hop back to the Raw highlights, and then you guys know how it goes. So let's start.
It feels so good to be able to say that again, but you know what actually feels better than that? What happened at Bash in Berlin when myself and my terror twin, Damian Priest, we absolutely brutalized Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio. We're not done destroying the Judgment Day, no. We're just getting started. At Bash in Berlin, I pinned the Women's World Champion. So I think it's about time that I get back to one thing that I never actually lost.
Y'all, I have so much to say. Okay, first of all, let's address the last thing she said, right? That she never got, or that she never lost it. I don't know what fans are telling her that, but she did lose it, you guys. She did lose it, whether it's by a cheating, whether it's by a help, an additional help, whatever. She lost the title officially to Liv Morgan. So I was wondering, I almost made a tweet too. I almost made a tweet about this. I was like, because I used to see that all the time. She never officially lost her title. No. The crying, right? The whining about that. So I was like, well, now that she officially lost it August 3rd of 2024 at SummerSlam to Liv Morgan, can we accrue the time from, what was it, April or May, when she, again lost the title? Can we accrue that time now that she actually did lose in August? So I don't know. Oh, you guys, I cannot. I don't get it, you guys. I don't. And this goes back to what I was saying earlier about, like, people see themselves in villains. I don't understand how are being seen as face or baby face or whatever they call it. I still see them as the heels. I mean, with Damian, he's more believable. Like, when I watch his interviews, he just seems more like sincere. Like, I don't know. We actually saw Damian engage in more baby face type of interactions, like saving Jey from Finn and who was it, Dominic? So he like did these little small things to turn face. And then he had his documentary that popped out. And so then he was like fully face at that time. He lost to Gunther. And so I don't know. But with the black-haired lady, I just don't see her, as a face. The only thing that is making Rhea a face is the fact that WWE has typed it into their database. Or she's seen as this like traumatized victim. I'm not even kidding, guys. I saw this on Twitter. Someone said that her responses is due to trauma or something. Trauma? Like, come on, you guys. Like, it's insane to me. It's insane. I don't really know what else to say about it. I don't get it. It's very frustrating. How does that happen? That's actually really scary. Like, how did he get that? I wonder which part in the match he obtained the black eye. I feel like that's so dangerous to have like a burst, like veins in your eye. Like, that's not good. Someone must have fucked up a move.
Dom, no one wants to hear your voice, so why don't you go back there and get your little girlfriend before I give you another black eye?
Look at that.
So, I've never been the biggest Dom fan. And so I don't think he will ever get like, how I said there are some people who are heels all the time forever. I don't know. Dom might be on that list. I think it would take a lot for Dom to be face or to be seen a different way. At this point, it's very hard. I just feel like it'd be very difficult for him to be seen differently.
We were jet lagged. We didn't get any sleep for multiple reasons.
Oh,
but I'm here to let you know that Liv will accept your challenge. She's beat you before. She'll beat you again.
Dom, let me put this in a way that you will understand. Cállate, estúpido.
Oh no! I guess anytime, any place, Liv decided it's now wait.
Y'all, I need these pants. Apparently, those pants, if you guys are wanting them, if you're some woman in here, it's Fashion Nova, you guys, and the pants are called Jokes on You, which I find really interesting. I feel like everything Liv does, there's like a double meaning, because she like actually does that on purpose and like thinks about stuff like that. I don't know, but I just thought it was funny. Jokes on You. But obviously the Terror Twins got the last laugh this time around, as we see later in the show. But those pants, y'all, I'm sorry, I want them.
Liv Morgan perhaps not quite as banged up.
Her outside leg or inner leg, I don't know. The leg that was inside of the ring, she puts it into this like bottom rope on the inside. So I definitely feel like this was planned. I think she was supposed to get caught here. I think.
As Dominic claimed that
Rhea's tied up.
Oh, that's ugly.
Oh, her leg is caught in the rope. That's a dangerous, compromised position. She cannot defend herself. And Liv Morgan, the women's champ, is beating away at that left.
Someone said too that you can see Dom catch her a little bit. I saw that too when I first watched it. Right here, you can see Dom like kind of catches her, and I think he does it because he doesn't want her to hit her head. But you know, people could make that assumption or skew it to like, oh, he still has feelings for her, when really it was just probably a thing to stop her from hitting her head or something. But I did notice that too. I wonder what they're I'm so curious to see where they take this, especially since they add Jey in at the end. I have a couple theories. You guys will let me know like what you think about it, but there's some strange things that or strange ways that they could go, I guess, with it.
Oh, Rhea's tied up.
Oh, that's ugly.
Oh, her leg is caught in the rope. That's a dangerous, compromised position. She cannot defend herself. And Liv Morgan, the women's champ, is beating away at that left knee.
Fortuitous landing there for Liv.
This is
Got you back, baby doll. Aw, Liv is just repaying the favor, you guys. I do remember talking about this though on my like very past videos about how like I don't want them to make it about like, oh, we're just gonna kiss and be friends again, but here you have a perfect example of them like doing these like sensual things, if you want to say that. I don't know. They hate each other, so it's like these kisses or whatever they're doing are more disrespectful in nature because it's like, I hate you so much and I know you would hate this, so they're like purposely trying to get on each other's skin. Like it's such a disrespectful thing, Again, it kind of plays on my theory that Liv is so concerned when it comes to the black-haired lady. Like she can't, like her revenge is, she already got the revenge. SummerSlam, took your man, took your title, took everything. So now, like, I feel like she should be able to walk away. But to be fair and to give Liv and Dominic credit, the black-haired lady and Damian, they don't let go either. They are holding on to the grudge. They are continuously going after them. So neither side is really giving up. Neither side is letting go. So in some aspects, I'm like, the Judgment Day should just move on and not worry about them. But they literally cannot, because the Terror Twins are coming after them relentlessly. So, the black-haired lady likes to say that, Liv never gives up and doesn't let it go, but neither does she. She keeps going after her. And of course, if you do something to somebody, they're going to retaliate against you. So it's hypocritical to say not to get a lick back when you're, when you want to hurt them first or something, or when you want to like apply pressure to them. So it's just this hypocritical cycle of like, you should let it go. No, you should let it go. You should let it go. No, you should let it go. And no one's doing that. So I just don't see an end. I don't know how it will end. It has to be like a big event, maybe. Some people want this to go to WrestleMania, and it might at this point, because it's just like never ending.
She cannot possibly defend herself in that position.
That's called adding insult to injury.
Oh, the other half of the Terror Twin.
As the two lovebirds scalper, how much damage has been done to that ankle of Rhea Ripley?
Her entire body weight is hanging down to the top of the world. Oh, but he just got taken down.
Not ready.
I love this feud so much. This might be one of my other favorite feuds because it's just so funny. I love it. It's so funny. The bracelet breaking moment. Awesome. I wonder if they asked that girl if they could break the bracelet or if they're just like, let's just break it. I don't care. That poor girl, she actually posted something on Twitter too of like, thank you so much. This has been such a fun 5 months of, seeing my bracelet on TV like that. And then to have them break the bracelet, that was just like so freaking legendary. Like they literally broke that bracelet on stage. That's hilarious.
Names of his wife AJ and his beloved dog Larry on that bracelet. That was just snapped in half, and the beads are strewn up.
I.e. his family.
And he's shoving the beads in Punk's mouth. They have.
This is so insane. So what's next now, though? You know, like the bracelet is gone, and that was kind of part of the storyline. So I wonder if like they will remake that bracelet or save the beads or something. This bracelet is legendary now. It's hilarious, you guys. It makes me laugh. Wow, that's amazing. I love it.
Judgment Day.
Oh,
Why does Carlito need to do
They
this?
simply don't work alone. Carlito's smart thing to do. But now.
Did Damian's backdrop always have the flames, or was that added? It looks really cool. I like the flames with it, the like red flames.
Although Carlito, not that way, the other way.
Damian Priest is going to take care of it.
Y'all, I'm so confused by this. Carlito is kind of legendary. You know, he's been around for a long time. So for him to get so easily beaten does not make sense to me, right? I can't remember fully, but didn't last year, you know, Carlito come out for Damian and Bad Bunny's match? I think he helped Bad Bunny, right? I think Carlito helped Bad Bunny. So it's like, he was strong then. He was very powerful then. Why is Carlito have like no strength or power at this time? It does not make sense. Even Finn is strong and he as hell, you guys. And he's a very good wrestler. He's great. So to see them have like zero power all of a sudden, it definitely feels like a fan service. It's weird behavior to, you know, show these people as strong 1 minute and then not strong all of a sudden. Like it doesn't make sense to me, you guys. It's definitely playing on the fans, I guess, what is it, fan service or fan desires, but it doesn't, to me, I feel like it's disrespectful to the actual wrestlers themselves. Like, forget us, the fans, we're just a viewer, but the actual wrestlers themselves have to be told like, oh yeah, you're gonna just take all these hits and not have any defense and have no power, and like your image as a wrestler or as a performer kind of dims. It kind of gets, what is the word? Damaged. It kind of gets damaged in a way because it's like it ruins your reputation as a wrestler, right? Or these type of things can ruin your reputation. So it's like it doesn't make sense. And I just feel like they're literally doing this for fan favor. You know, it does feel like that. We also have to think that technically Liv and the Judgment Day, they have been doing a lot behind the Terror Twins back since April, May. And after that, they have really like 5 months of revenge. So I feel like right now what it feels like is they're trying to catch up on their revenge and give Terror Twins the spotlight. But when you do it in such a negative way to where they look weak, like super weak and useless, it's hard to rebuild that after time, you know? Even if they were to win now at Bad Blood, we think about that as fans like, damn, they, you know, Liv ran from someone on a crutch. She ran from someone who only had one leg at the time. Dominic ran from Damian in the middle of a match and didn't have anyone come out. Or Carlito came out and Carlito had zero attack power against Damian Priest. Like those type of things we don't forget, you know, even if we do have wins and we, you know, win the big titles and stuff. To me, it's just disrespectful to the wrestler, you know? So I don't know. It's weird.
Made some promises to Rhea Ripley that he was going to punish the judge.
It had no power. You see what I'm saying?
Here he comes.
That kick literally had no power against Damian. It doesn't make sense, you guys.
That was. And the kick right to the throat. Big shoulder comes in from Dragunov. Hooks the leg.
But at least we do get some Dragon Lee and Ilya Dragunov moments. I hope I said that right. But to see Ilya, you know, back on top and getting momentum is great. He was a tremendous addition to NXT. So I am excited to see what he could do. Ilya is insane. I don't think he's like human. He's an alien from a different planet. I don't know, you guys. Gotta give it up for my tag women's matches. They did incredible. Kyrie got insanely hurt, injured here.
And now behind the referee's back, Isla going with the cheap shot.
Leg. And the win.
Oh, so we don't really see it there. Alba and Isla win due to some cheatery tactics, which, you know, could foreshadow what they're going to do in a match with Bianca and Jade. So I feel like, I don't know, you guys, for some reason, I feel like Bianca and Jade are not going to hold the title long. I don't know. I think they're going to try to cause, you know, friction between the two. Even, you know, we see in the interviews that they're having, people are, you know, trying to play on that, like, oh, are there any friction between you two? Because obviously a lot of people want to see Jade and Bianca going up against one another. So I think that's like a match that everybody wants to see. And I think we will see it one day. But as of right now, I think there has been some tense moments between them, you know, with like Bianca like saying, well, I won, you know, you lost or whatever. And these little moments where they kind of have like these ego struggles, these ego battles. But I think ultimately I don't know. I feel like they're going to cause issues with them eventually. I don't know if it's going to be like long-term. Obviously, I want to see them have it long-term. I love both of them, and I think they're a great tag team. But we'll have to see, you guys. I don't know. Also, what I will say about Kyrie hitting her nose bridge or, you know, eyebrow, I don't know what it was. I think Bianca was trying to catch her, but Alba like pulled Bianca a little bit forward, and then Kyrie overjumped Bianca. And I almost wonder if Bianca catching her the way she did caused her more damage, because it's almost like when she caught her lower body, because like I said, Kyrie was like kind of past her. And so when Bianca caught her lower body, she didn't have any control over her lower body. And you didn't have the ability to like put her feet down and like put her hands onto the table to prevent herself from like falling forward. And so the way that she was caught too kind of caused her to like bump her nose or whatever. It looked insane. She had like the blood was running in her eye, and it made her eye look like it was bleeding. I'm just like, what is with all the blood? I don't like it, you guys. I'm scared. I'm scared.
You know full well that ever since you've been in WWE, I am the only guy who has beaten you in the middle of this ring.
That's really true, you guys. I didn't know that he was the only guy. That's kind of insane. Do I see them putting Sammy in this, you know, position eventually? Maybe so, yeah. But I think it was funny that I'll always think it's funny that Gunther kicked out of an RKO by Randy freaking Orton, you guys, but not out of a kick from Sammy, which, you know, I just feel like the RKO is much more intense. I don't know. You guys tell me. But I was shocked by that. But I don't think Gunther's going to lose this one. I don't think he's going to lose this title soon. I think he will have it for a while, and I think he'll beat Sammy this time around if they do go to battle.
Done.
Sheamus.
Tormented by Sheamus. It has been getting after him.
Numerous run-ins for the past few.
Power slam. And the cover. And the win.
Tag match, you guys. This is the last part of the tag match. So, you guys, I absolutely cannot. First of all, I think let's talk about Jey, right? Oh God. Jey being involved in the story. I understand that they do kind of have a little bit of a history, right? The smiles, the back and forth, people on Twitter promoting this. Like I said, you guys, if you have an opinion on something, always voice it, because you never know. It could actually get mainstreamed. It could be put on the show because you drew attraction or attention to it. So I think that's kind of what happened. I saw a few Jaya accounts, right, that want that to happen. And so these people go to the events. They go to the live events. They go to the autograph signings, the auctions. And when those questions come up, they cheer and they promote it and they, make it more, or even on their personal things, these wrestlers' personal things, they put it there, the yeeting and all this stuff. So then it actually comes to fruition. It's fan service, fan behavior. It is. It's fan behavior. It's, you know, fan service. And I think them including Jey into this story, fine, whatever. It's working for right now because they got everything taken from them. So they need something to come in, right? But with Jey, I think they will have them become something more. I think they are kind of leading us into that storyline. So I think they will maybe have something. And I think the goal, and you guys can put your theories down too, but the goal is to try to test Dom, see if he'll get like jealous or something. I don't know, or to make him jealous. And then that might make Liv mad at Dom, or, you know, create tension. Like I said, it's a love story. So they're going to start adding multiple parties and all this stuff to make it more dramatic. They're noticing that we love the drama. We love, especially us women, you know, we love these love stories. It's like a telenovela. And so we love to see it. I think that that's kind of what they're playing up on. So I just have to accept it. Jey is with the black-haired lady, and, you know, I don't like it, but it's there. I will mute everything. So I'll mute Jey, Jaya, Yeet, whatever you guys come up with, I'll just mute, and I won't have to see any of it. I can't. I swear to God, bruh. But I think that's what their purpose is. And so they didn't have anything. They didn't know what to do with Jey. I think Rikishi was right. I don't think they do know what to do with Jey. And so they're just kind of using him in any type of way that they can to get him more views, more promotion here. People are wanting it, and, you know, other fans have caught on. And, you know, when other fans want something and then they kind of get other fans to follow along, follow suit, that's just kind of what happens. So I think that's what happened, you guys, unfortunately. So the black-haired lady got Jey to agree to the tag with Damian. You know, they kind of had a moment, Damian and Jey, talking about the past and stuff. Because I always thought about that. I was like, the Terra Twins have hurt Jey's chances so many times. It doesn't make sense to me, but they had their little squash moment and they let it go or whatever. So honestly, Jey's probably just doing this for the black-haired lady, and that's it. I cannot. Oh, fuck. I can't. I hate it, you guys. I super hate it. Oh my God. I know you guys love it so much when I'm happy, right? But anyways, I think that's kind of what they're doing. We'll see. I really don't know what Jey's method or motive is yet. It's still pretty new.
JD is going to feel the razor's edge as Rhea looks up.
You guys, I noticed in this highlight, they skipped the part where Liv comes out to kind of help them cheat or whatever. And the black-haired lady comes out and they left that out for some reason on the full Raw highlights. They probably saw the backlash that they got around that, making the women's world champion look so weak and stuff like that. And so they left it out. I don't know. Let me see if I can find a full video here, you guys. All right, you guys, this is all I could find. Like, for some reason, it's hidden. Like, that moment is like, I can't find it anywhere. I can only find it on Instagram, on WWE's site. And a lot of people like try to clip it, even on Twitter. Obviously, we know Jey and Damian win at the end of that tag. So I just want to see if I can show this. I'm going to try to show it as simply as I can without, like, you know, showing y'all everything in my account. But yeah.
No! How can it? Her leg is badly damaged. Rhea Ripley with a clutch to help her left leg, and she's being mocked by Liv Morgan.
This is insane. This is insane.
Deriding her. She's the one who did it to her with Dirty Dom. Oh! How's it feel?
At this point,
Down by
at that point, I was like, what was the point of having Liv run up if she was going to run away, even if she still had one leg? Because my whole thing was that, Liv walked up, so she thought, she only had one use of one leg. What was the point of having Liv go up to the black-haired lady, knowing that she might have only had use of one leg, and then when the black-haired lady attacks her with the crutch, runs away, even though the black-haired lady is still limping? And like, I think that's something that really everyone caught on to. They're like, wait, is she actually not hurt? When she stood up and like got rid of the crutch, I was like, oh, maybe she's not actually hurt. And like, that's the thing, is like, she's not actually hurt. Now you're going to get your butt kicked. Because yeah, we all know that there's a physical difference between the black-haired lady and Liv Morgan, right? We know that. The black-haired lady is taller, bigger, and stronger in a lot of ways. She's just bigger, taller than Liv Morgan. And with Liv, she's smaller, she's muscular, but not as much so. But it's like, that doesn't matter in wrestling lore, okay? A lot of the times we see the small guy beat the big guy. When Liv Morgan beat Nia Jax, right? She beat Becky Lynch. She beat all these people who are technically bigger than her. But for some reason, they're just like making it so like they're making it like it's such a big disparity between the two. So it's just really frustrating to see, as a fan of a specific wrestler or fan of a story, and fan of the Revenge Tour, to see that happening to them. I feel like it's more of a, I swear, y'all, I feel like we're getting trolled. I feel like we're getting trolled by the wrestlers. We're getting trolled by the production. They probably hate. I feel like they just hate the discourse at this point. And they're just like, F it, we're going to make you guys mad. I don't get it. That's my only thing that I can think of. All they care about is who's getting the most cheers, who's getting the most, who has the most fans and the most popularity. They don't care about like actual storytelling. Like, they only care about what's going to bring them money. And unfortunately, as I've said, I feel like the wrestling universe likes the villains for some reason. They like the villains more. And this has just been seen over history, not even just right now. I feel like that's just something I've noticed. People enjoy like the characters like The Undertaker, right? These like more darker characters that can, be really powerful and get away with a lot of bad. So I don't know if that's just the nature of the type of people that are brought into wrestling, like maybe that's what it is. I mean, when you think about it, enjoying fighting in general is kind of a darker trait, right? It's kind of like, oh, like, it reminds me of like Roman times when people used to watch those people in the stadiums, like try to chase off a lion or something. I don't know. try to outrun a lion or a bull or something. It's like the thrill of it, It's a darker trait within us as humans to be attracted to pain or attracted to someone getting hurt. Even like when you talk about the UFC fighters, they fight for real. And people love it. People love that. So I don't know.
Rhea Ripley just tougher than most.
On one leg, she's chasing her down.
Tougher than most. You see what I'm saying? Like, even the I've noticed even WWE, like the social media, I don't know who's running them fucking accounts, but they are so biased. And I think with WWE, when they want a specific person to be seen a certain way, they're going to push it no matter what. If they want someone to be seen as a hero, they'll push it. If they want someone to be seen as a heel, they'll push it. If they, by saying things like, too bad, so sad, who knows, too bad, so sad to Liv Morgan. This is what you get, Revenge Tour, whatever. And, or I think they even said like the black-haired lady Revenge Tour. And I'm like, you can't be the one to get revenge if you are the one that caused and started, in my opinion, a lot of these things. So it's like, how are you getting revenge on someone else's revenge? Like it's weird. It's weird, guys, but it's very biased. So I feel like it's going to continue because they want these people to be seen a certain way. And so I think that's what makes it so frustrating. I wonder what, how Liv them feel. Maybe they don't feel shit and they're like, whatever, just give me money. I don't know. Maybe they're like, oh, I'm trolling, I don't like it, whatever. It kind of reminds me like with Bianca when she And she talks about this too, or she talked about this too, about losing to Becky Lynch, I don't know, some WrestleMania, and losing in one swoop of a man slam or whatever they call it, and how that made her feel. It makes you feel bad, as I was saying, about your reputation as a performer, as a character, right? Your character aura going down, or your character's power being negated, in the span of just a few weeks. So I'm sure performers and the wrestlers, they don't want their character to take too many hits or too many losses against them in a way that's so weak, in a way that looks so negative, in a way that looks so bad. There's another podcast, if I can find it, that kind of explained this really perfectly. And I was like, oh, I love that. I might tag them if I can find them again. But it just makes Judgment Day look so weak. It makes them look so unreliable. They went from being the most calculated, pulling off this crazy revenge success story, to not being credible anymore, not being credible, not being strong enough, which is insane because they have the numbers, they have the muscle. It's just, they are smaller, shorter, but they do have muscles. They are wrestlers. I feel like they should be able to take down the Terror Twins. I feel like that they should be able to, but they won't because of virality, popularity, and fan service. It's all thanks to the fan behavior. Anyways, guys, thank you so. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for watching me cry. And I hope you come back to watch again. Thank you to the wrestlers and great performances all around. I feel bad for a few of you. Yeah. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I'm not feeling very grateful this week towards WWE. So I'm trying to be appreciative, but it's very hard. You know who I keep seeing in my head? I keep seeing Adam Pearce's Twitter posts, be grateful, be kind, be gracious. And so let me think about the things that I was grateful for. I was grateful for Bash in Berlin. Great showing. We didn't get what we wanted with that, but I'm still happy. Everyone was safe for the most part. Poor Dom. And I was grateful to see a lot more women's matches. Awesome performances there. I just hope people stay safe. Poor Kyrie. I wonder what they'll do with Damage Control. I love Nia Jax and Michin's match. Awesome performances there too. Andrade, Carmelo, awesome. So, thankful for the things that I did enjoy, and for the things that I didn't enjoy, I'm still grateful for it, because I think that in life, there's a lot of lessons and information that we can take from every negative experience. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace.